heart is a house. Go figure. In my blood is the venom master. It's like the devil playing space with the pastor. But he was born with the privilege. Man, what is that? People told me as a child, as a little boy playing with his toys, I should be ashamed. And some people look ashamed when I rap, like my great granddaddy didn't take a to the back. Not accepted by the.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see two guys who wreak havoc on opposing quarterbacks. All-pro linebackers Von Miller and Bobby Wagner.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner. There to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Wilson on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Payne. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. It's caught to Charles. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here we go. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Again, it's Hyde. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Now a run with Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll run for him with Hyde. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
To throw on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they have forced another incompletion.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Let's go!
Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Back to throw here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept him on the... Now the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pushing his way through. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Green.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. And he's going to go down again. Malik McDowell in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Rawls. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They give him a gain of 37. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, Hyde. Room here to run. Carlos Hyde, see you later. Touchdown, 49ers. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And left side here, it's Graham. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Seattle. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Jacob Shum now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
He dumps it to Hyde. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Love. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
No. Check. Pitch it.
They'll give to Hyde. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Leopard.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile, too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes just a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Xavier Cooper in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They start the drive with Hyde. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Now let's go.
A 10th carry for Hyde. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. Got some real estate inside the 30. Hyde dancing. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eli Harold. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception and his mid. Weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Baker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. Baker. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be at home next.